Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the John Olive Fifth Quarter Show. I'm John Gray here with Coach John Olive this morning. After the start of the 2015 season, we had kind of a change this year, Coach. Instead of playing the coffee pot game, the last game of the season, as we normally do, we played it the first game of the season.
Very first game of the season, and which is different. Whenever we were trying to do new contracts this last time, as we've been moved to 4A classification, and Coffee County's been moved to the largest classification in our state, 6A. They wanted to play us first. Franklin County wanted to play us first.
Everybody wants a shot.
And as it turned out, we got Coffee County first, and we'll turn around and go to Franklin County this coming week. And of course, this week was a big week because of that rivalry being picked as one of the top 100 high school rivalries in the country. And so some of those folks were here this week, and took a little kind of a different tone this year, and a lot of activity going on. A lot of activity, as there was a fitness challenge between the two schools done during the week. Ms. Rose, our principal, did a canned food drive for one of the shelters there in Manchester, and I don't know how many thousands of cans of food that was turned in, but I know at Tullahoma High School we were over 2,000 cans. So, good week from that standpoint. Bad week for us as far as football goes. We're just not a very good football team at this point, and we got to go to work and try to become a better football team. And
we had a couple of pranks being played back and forth, and a little bit of graffiti on our stadium. And I had somebody, I want to make something real clear right here. I had somebody say, well, I just can't believe those football players do that kind of stuff. And I said, look, it's not you football players that are doing this. These football players don't, number one, they don't have time to do it. And number two, if they want to play football, they can't do something like that, because whoever their coach is, they won't be playing football after that's over with.
The three young men that they have charged, one was a student at Coffee County, one was a graduate, and one I don't think had finished, but he was no longer a student at Coffee County. Kudos to the police department.
Yes.
Okay, the Tullahoma Police Department, and I know that Manchester Police Department and Coffee County Sheriff Department was also involved in the investigation, but they solved it rather quickly.
Yeah, very good. Well, what we're going to do right now is we're going to take a quick commercial break, and we'll be back with the first quarter of the 2015 Coffee Pot game.
Since 1917, Builder Supply has been the place to go for all your building materials. It's where the contractors have shopped for years. Builder Supply stocks quality Benjamin Moore paint, Temco shingles, case knives, DeWalt, Stanley, and Makita tools, Peachtree's Southern Rose and Sun windows, Trader's grills, Quickset locks, General Shell brick, Yellow wood, and pass load nail guns and nails. Experienced salespeople are there to help you find the right products for your job. So when you're ready to build, whether large or small, think Builder Supply. 301 South Atlantic Street in Tullahoma.
The Kia Summers on Us sales event is going on right now at Russell Barnett Kia of Tullahoma. Let me tell you about this event. Purchase a new Kia Sedona, Kia Optima, Kia Forte, and receive 0% financing up to 66 months and your first 3 payments for free. For a limited time only, no strings attached. With America's best warranty, the 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty, Kia is the power to surprise. The Kia Summers on Us sales event going on right now. Why buy anywhere else?
Unlike all the rest, Southern Community Bank will provide you with a different banking experience because you are our first priority. Our services are intuitive. Our team is friendly. Our approach is refreshing. Our support to the community is unwavering. And our service is clearly unique. We offer accounts that make banking simple and hassle-free with all the conveniences you want and need most. Call Southern Community Bank and experience the bank that is unlike all the rest.
Get your news first, fast, and free with your news leader on 6 every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday nights at 6, 8, and 10 p.m. Local weather, sports, community calendar events, and a comprehensive look at the latest news stories and news makers as only a video news broadcast can do. Get it first, fast, and free with News Leader on Channel 6, your local information network.
Our captains last night, number 28, Jay Coop, 35, Amonte Elliott, 52, Chase Hawker-Smith, and number 12, Kaysen Buckner. And before the ball game, Kaysen was recognized as a scholar athlete and received a scholarship to the college of his choice from the rivalry people.
And the U.S. Army, well, the military was involved in that.
They're correct. And I think the U.S. military, I know the U.S. Army has been doing studies on physical fitness,
right,
the readiness of our nation to be able to serve in the military. And I know during our professional development this year, I saw one of the military generals, Army generals, being well, he wasn't being interviewed. He was actually addressing a group of educators on what they call TED Talk. And he was talking about that the physical fitness of our nation's youth is a major concern.
Oh, yeah. Oh, very much so.
So anyway, Coffee County won the kickoff, or won the coin toss, and they deferred. So we choose to receive the football, and they'll kick it off here deep to Chase Dixon. And not a bad return out to the 32, 33-yard line. And we open up right here with handing the ball off to Nick Barstead, and Nick Barstead's on a hit Kaysen Buckner for about a 20-yard gain. Couldn't quite get away from that corner for the huge play, but it's a good play.
That one needed to go all the way, didn't it, Coach?
Would have been nice. Come back, and Chase Dixon keeps the ball there, and I thought he was going to pick up 3 or 4 yards, and he tried to bounce it outside, and so we end up getting no yardage there. And 2nd and 10, and we're going to hit Nick Barstead, and we pick up only a yard. And so we're in a 3rd and long situation. And we are moving. So now it makes it 3rd and even longer. And come back here, and Chase keeps it.
Should have kept running.
Yeah. That would...
Might have gotten there.
Might have. We'd been a lot closer. We decided to go for it on 4th down. We're kind of in no man's land. We also know that we'll have trouble slowing down their offense because of their offensive personnel. Taylor, number 5, is an outstanding athlete. They run a little reverse here, and we're not in bad position. We just can't get off the blocker there. Actually, he's doing a pretty good tackle job on Quincy Whitworth there. They come back and run a shuttle, and we got the play. We're right there, and young man
can't hang on,
runs over us. And we didn't tackle very well. We didn't tackle very low. Here comes the quarterback sweep, and first guy misses him, so he picks up nearly 10 yards.
Is that young man a sophomore, junior, sophomore? So we have 2 more years to look at him.
We do.
I was also impressed with number 2.
I was very impressed with him. I was impressed with him. We had swapped a scrimmage tape with him, and I don't know exactly how to pronounce his last name, so I don't want to butcher it here today, but I think he's an outstanding high school football player. And that's McGee right there, and you know,
Flag of frustration.
yeah, got a young man trying too hard, and then they snapped the ball before the whistle to put the ball in play sounded, so they get a 5-yard delay of game penalty. Taylor tries to keep it there off the quarterback power play, and we do a pretty good job right there. He keeps it, and we've got people. We just can't make the tackle till Dylan Pearson makes the hit, but he's gained 4 yards, and so got it, short yardage right here, and we stuff it pretty well. It's a good job. He hits and bounces out, and now right there, if we hit him in his legs, we got a chance.
Yeah, number 3 threw a good block right there, cutback block.
So we fall behind 7-0. And need to respond, and instead of making a response here, we're gonna fumble this kickoff return, and that's this football team cannot afford turnovers. And we've got to learn to protect the football, that it's gold. And, they rule that when the pile started that black was on the ball, but white's got the football. And they said, well, our man took it away from them underneath the pile. And I'm sitting there going, well, how many times has that happened?
No, that's never happened before.
I mean, and I don't think we've ever gotten a call where they said our man was on the ball on the ground. I think we have lost it every time. I cannot remember one time. But that ball is odd shaped, and it's amazing what happens when you think you've fallen on it.
That's right.
How that ball just squirts. And but anyway. And they're winning every battle as far as pulling for extra yardage. And that's not a surprise to us, and we've worked hard at trying to tackle in the legs because overall, we're basically a really young football team. And therefore, we're not a real strong football team.
Right.
Not at the strength levels that you have to be at to compete on a high level, and we just got to keep working at it. And he's just on to run that in, standing up there. So we have the turnover, and we, turn around here, and we really needed to get off to a good start. Instead, Coffee County's gotten off to a good start, and all of our preseason scrimmages and everything have pretty much gone by this same scenario, and we're just not able to we've got to try to get it changed around, and that's where we are as a football team right now. So we come back out and we run Austin Mullins, and Austin has had a really good preseason. And good read there by Chase, and that time we're running north and south, and we got those extra 2 or 3 yards. That was a good job. Come back, and not a whole lot of running room there as they were kind of winning the battle at the line of scrimmage. And good cut by Austin, and I know it doesn't look like he gets much, but then when you set up.
Was 5.
Yeah, it's 4 to 5 yards, and that's a lot of the ways this football team's going to be.
That was a good
Chase
play.
hits Nathan Ledford there, and we pick up a first down, move it across to their side of the field again, and really, our last scrimmage, we moved the ball really well, and we start off moving the ball well here. We just don't finish drives very well, and protection broke down rather quickly right there, so not enough time for any route to develop. We come back though, run Austin Mullins, a good cut, and that's a way to fight, and you saw him double up on the football there, and we're down to the 32-yard line, so we just need to continue this drive, put it in the end zone.
That's right.
Get back in the game, and there, Austin makes a cut, and we just don't have the linebacker block. And I guess that was probably one of the things that bother you as a coach, is that you're running a scheme that you've run for years, and sometimes we block it perfectly. Sometimes we don't block somebody, we just leave them unblocked.
Yeah.
And if we were making the same mistake over and over, I would think, well, somebody's confused right here at who to block. But like that time, it was a linebacker we didn't block. You'll see later on a defensive tackle we don't block.
Youth.
And you just sit there, and I call it deer in the headlight.
Right.
That big game, and we just lose
and
that
it's
composure.
like you said earlier, it's a young football team.
Overall, and even the seniors that we have, very few of them have played
Much last year.
They played when the games were over last year.
Right.
So,
excuse me. So at the end of the first quarter, it's 14-0 in favor of Coffee County. We'll be right back with the second quarter after these messages.
All I have to do to think about what I was physically before and what I am now, and I don't ever want to go back to that original situation.
The overall mission of the rehab team is always what is best for the patient and how we can facilitate maximum potential from every resident.
Well, the most important thing to me is that I'm allowed to do whatever I want to do,
Everyday miracles at Life Care Center of Tullahoma.
It's new car discount season at Stan McNabb Chevy, and we have prices that'll beat anybody else. New vehicles up to $17,000 off. Check out this brand new 2014 Chevy Impala, the flagship sedan, only $20,900. Chevy, Buick, GMC, Cadillac. Stan McNabb has all the new car brands you love in one location. And don't forget, we'll match or beat any dealer's price or give you a check for $500. And check us out online or schedule your service at stanmcnabb.com.
Whether it's a home loan, a business loan, a personal loan, a loan for any good reason, Citizens Tri-County Bank is here to help you with the loans you need. With caring, friendly lending pros at convenient offices across Tullahoma, we love our community and we take pride in helping people get the loans they need. Citizens Tri-County Bank, focused on making loans for the individuals and businesses of our community.
Serving you as a local firefighter.
Proudly served our country in the United States Air Force.
Serving Tullahoma.
Helping our kids.
Hi, I'm Terry Stroop. Your comfort is our service. We'd like to thank Tullahoma for the privilege of serving your heating and cooling needs.
Hey everybody, I'm John Harris. My name is Cass Barnes. We just wanted to make you all aware of the first annual Tullahoma Alumni Coffee Pot game. It's going to be at Coffee County Middle School on their varsity football field. It's going to be September 19th, 2015.
I'm playing quarterback and I'm one of the team captains.
Also a team captain, I'm playing left guard and defensive tackle. This is very important that we get community support and involvement with this program. It's going to be one of the biggest revenue generators for the Tullahoma Quarterback Club, and we're estimating anywhere from $5,000 to $10,000 of additional revenue that we can start bringing in to the Tullahoma Quarterback Club on a residual basis for each of these games that we do. So we look forward to your support and hope to see you there.
To come out and support your Tullahoma Wildcats.
All right, Coach, we're back then. We started the second quarter.
And we're at 32-yard line. Need to just keep moving it. And we try to hit a slant to the single receiver side, and number 2 picks it off and goes all the way to the house. And, you know, that was tough right there, because if we score there to make it 14-7, that means a whole lot more to us than
21
and even 14-0. So we've had the ball 3 times and we've had 3 turnovers, and we're down 21-0. And even though 2 of the turnovers happened on their end of the field, those are situations where if we could get it corrected and score on those 2 drives we're down there, that would possibly, it just keeps you in the ball game. It keeps you, as far as emotionally and mentally, into the game. And this group, that's a major hurdle for us, is to keep things on a positive note with them.
Right.
And we're sitting in a situation here at 3rd down 5. Need to make first down. And those are, you know, that's just when we can't make plays, and you know, the officials missed a hit there on Dixon, and we drop a pass. That was a first down. That keeps the ball. That keeps the ball driving. Alejandro Romo, our punter, punts the football, and if there was a bright spot, I thought he punted the ball well last night.
It very well last
night. And good coverage there by the punt team.
A couple of times, you know, that receiver would be back there, and he'd go over his head. And when his ball hits the ground, it rolls in favor of the punt team. He doesn't hit any of those wedge shots with backup on him. His ball's rolling. See, they can do it too, Coach.
They can. That's part of football. You see it done at all levels. And they're running the ball right at us there, and I think that was David Gagnier that probably got his hands on him to trip his feet. We've got him in a good situation right here. We just need to make the play. And they run a reverse here. And lose contain, but we don't give up a tremendous amount of yardage.
Right.
I mean, we're in a situation right here where it's 4th and 1. Make a play, put yourself back in the ball game, and they don't do a quarterback sneak, and he goes by us. We're catching colds as he goes by us there. As he bounced all the way out, we stuffed the middle, and
might have had him stopped in there if we could have got our hands on him.
Well, if we'd have stepped down instead of upfield, we might have had a play against them. And there, we're right where we're supposed to be. Elliott can't play it any better, except he doesn't tackle him.
Got to make that tackle.
Amonte's one of the stronger players we got. He's got to learn to use those legs. And then Taylor makes that look really easy.
Sure did, didn't he?
Yeah. And all he was doing was running a read, and the end actually took him, was a misread by Taylor, and we still can't tag him. And, we get caught retaliating, And so, you know, when you're selfish and you retaliate, it costs your teammates, and that's the guy that always gets caught.
Always.
Very seldom does the first guy get caught.
First guy never gets caught, hardly.
So we could have had the ball out at the 30, but instead we back up again.
Now that's Frank Mullen's grandson?
Yes. And that's the reason the number 46 is
right
out of retirement there, is because Austin made the request to wear his grandfather's number. And when Austin is done, it'll go back into retirement.
There you go.
Alejandro, really good punt.
Yeah, that's a great punt.
And here comes your QB. We're in pretty good position, but we can't make the tackle.
Can't get him.
All we end up doing is reaching and grabbing. And I know people sit there and say, well, you don't reach and you don't grab, and but you do when they're a step quicker than you, because you think you got them, and then
you're reaching.
Next thing you know, you're reaching because they have went that little slip step or slide step or whatever.
Right.
Maud Taylor making the tackle.
It's all about strength and speed, isn't it, Coach?
Yeah, and speed trumps everything in the game of football right now. Dylan McElhaney, I call him D-Mac, is on the tackle there. And, you know,
look at that.
And I wish I could tell you how we ended up misaligned there, but I can't. That's coming out of a timeout that we misaligned, and because of that, we had nobody there on that edge. So when we stuffed it up the middle and he bounced it to the outside, we just don't have an opportunity there to have anybody to try to make the tackling, and just outruns us.
Well, he made two really good cuts, and they were almost like a sidestep cut. One step and go, one step the other way and go, and sort of Barry Sanders type cuts.
There you go, Barry who? Googling. Hand off to Austin there. It's David Gagnier's the quarterback for this series.
Is that your last Gagnier?
I believe it is.
They've been a good football family for us over the past several years.
David keeps the ball there.
Good folks. He a sophomore?
He's a junior.
Junior.
And we're running the read option there, and I think that was Dylan Pearson carrying the football. And we don't get a delay of game here. We try to draw them off. And I didn't get the timeout called in time over there on our side of with the gentleman on our side of the field. So cost us 5 yards, and we would have punted the ball anyway. We weren't going to go for it there. And Alejandro, as he prefers to be called, Romo, does a good job. And like I said, he's one of the bright spots. Good play there. I think that was Dylan.
Yeah.
That was a good job. And they take a knee, and I thought, well, you know, we need to try to make something happen here. Let's see if we've got them in 3rd and forever. Let's see if we can't make a play, but we don't. They line up 4 men to one side, and you know, we don't react to it very well, and therefore, I don't think if we were playing tag, he probably scores.
Yeah.
And I probably should have just let the clock run out and gone in at halftime, 35-0. And but I didn't, and I knew as soon as I called the timeout, I said, you know, this will probably come back to bite us.
And it did.
And it does. But I thought, you know, about the only chance we got is get them into a punt situation, block the punt, and maybe get a big play right before halftime and make it 35-7 at half, but get some momentum on our side of it.
Well, at that point, you look for anything you can find.
Yep.
And so it's 42-0, folks, at halftime of the 2015 Coffee Pot game. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be back.
Since 1889, Traders Bank has been helping our neighbors realize their dreams. Whether our customers are looking to put a roof over their heads, try their hand at entrepreneurship, or see themselves behind the wheel of a shiny new car, the folks at Traders Bank have always been ready to dive in with them. Because at Traders, we lend you more than just money. We lend you our good name. Traders Bank, you're welcome.
Are you a shoeinista with no place local to find your style? Well, now you don't have to travel any further than Bryn's Shoe Boutique, located at the Downtown Avenues, 115 Northwest Atlantic Street, Tullahoma. From funky to formal, you can find the fit and style that will make you smile at Bryn's. Owner Brenda Kemp offers brands like Jessica Simpson, Mia, 9 West, Bandolero, and more. Want that accessory splash that none of your friends have? Bryn's offers a selection of one-of-a-kind handbags and jewelry with just the right bling. So if your shoe selection just doesn't stack up, find what you've been looking for at a price you can afford. That's Bryn's Shoe Boutique, now located at the Downtown Avenues, 115 Northwest Atlantic Street, Tullahoma.
Are you ready to look better, feel better, and lose weight? Hi, I'm Joe McCamey, and when I was 90 pounds overweight, I needed a simple solution. That's why I started the Lose to Win weight loss competition.
My name is Sue Richardson, and I have lost 36.6 pounds.
And I've actually lost a total of 104 pounds.
It's getting on the scale and watching the numbers go down.
The Lose to Win competition can help you too. Take control of your weight in 2015. I'm here to help. Visit our website or call today.
I'm meteorologist Leland Statham from the News Channel 5 Weather Center. Look to Jim Fuller and crew for local news night here on Channel 6.
The marching band. This evening they will present a portion of their 2015 halftime production, Asian Sketches. The band is under the direction of Field Commanders Andrew Leone and Sarah Kofelt. Band captain is Alec Yen, with officers Alexis Mullins, Tara Schmidt, Dryden Young, Josh Cantrell, and Rachel Bogert. Percussion captains are Caleb Askren and Peter DeWolf. Guard leadership includes Abigail Anderson, Megan Penfold, Kim No, and Abby Frederick. Ladies and gentlemen, the Tullahoma Band.
The Wash Spot on North Jackson Street in Tullahoma is your new state-of-the-art, high-tech express tunnel car wash that gets your car clean quickly and beautifully. We have 4 washes available, from the $6 express wash to the $12 Supreme Clean, featuring DuraShield Total Car Protectant. Just pick your wash and let the express tunnel wash leave the dirt behind.
And Wash Spot has installed a new high-pressure rinse system that greatly improves your car wash quality. It gives you 40 jet nozzles producing 650 pounds per square inch. Mud, dirt, and burnt poop, beware.
After the wash, you can help yourself to one of the free vacuums.
And on Tuesdays and Fridays, Wash Spot has added a mini detail service. It includes the Supreme Clean. They vacuum your vehicle, clean all windows inside and out, clean dash and instrument panel, shampoo 2 front floor mats, clean all door jambs, hand towel the entire vehicle, and dress the wheels and tires. All for only $25.
Come by 7 days a week from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. to get the best wash in town at a great price. We're located at 2180 North Jackson Street in Tullahoma. The Wash Spot, locally owned and operated.
The choices we make today will impact tomorrow. Choosing natural gas today is the responsible energy choice for your home, your family, and our environment. Almost all natural gas we use is produced right here in North America. And with plentiful gas reserves, we can enjoy a safe and reliable energy future. Natural gas, the comfortable and responsible energy choice for today and tomorrow.
Brought to you by Elk River Public Utility District.
When your family suffers the loss of a loved one, the caring and compassionate staff at Tullahoma Funeral Home and Coffee County Funeral Chapel are standing by to assist you in every way possible. We are proud to support local industry and offer only Batesville caskets. Many funeral homes don't own or operate a crematory. We utilize the only crematory in Coffee County. Your loved one never leaves Coffee County. We can accommodate any need and any budget. Consider our complete pre-need service to remove this burden from your family during their time of grief. Lock in today's low costs and protect from inflation. Tullahoma Funeral Home and Coffee County Funeral Chapel. Our family caring for your family.
An annual event started in 1939 will continue when the World Grand Championship celebration will once again be held in Shelbyville, Tennessee at the Celebration Arena. Each year, people come from all over the world to contend for the coveted honor of being crowned World Grand Champion. From the wonderful flat shod to the exciting performance horse, they will fill the ring with the breed's best of the best. The celebration supports local charities, and this year they are asking everyone to come out and support the largest nonprofit event in Middle Tennessee and the charities that depend on this event to fund their cause. Come out and be a part of a family tradition by showing your support for the annual Walking Horse National Celebration. For ticket and box seat information, call 931-684-5915.
Coffee County will receive second half kickoff, and we'll play this half with a running clock. Chase Fowler kicks it off, and you know, sometimes I can't figure out
where we're going.
Yeah, yes.
A running clock, Coach, for some people out there who might not understand that after the score gets 35-0, the clock runs straight through.
That's correct. That's correct. Jay Coop on the tackle there, where that gentleman right there might have been ruled out of bounds and stopped the clock. It would not be now. Third down. We haven't won a third down yet. So, you know, when we were at halftime, we talked about there's not a thing we can do about the first half. Our season needs to begin right now. Are we playing any better? We played better right there.
Right.
You saw some movement by the defensive lineman. You saw penetration. You saw a tackle made. And we have held them. They're going to get a penalty here for delay of game because I guess they were shocked that they had to punt the football.
They had to wake the punter up.
And so, anyway, good job by the defense. And here, I don't know. I don't know how we did not get that ball, but we didn't. And
they flipped field position on us right there, which I thought we were going to end up with better field position.
I did too. We're still in all right, though. We're out at 30. We just need to execute and go, and we overthrow a young freshman there, Race Marion. And so we face a second down and try to hit Emmanuel there on the sideline and not able to do it. So now we got 3rd and long, which is a pretty tough situation. It's not bad when you're clicking on all cylinders, but when you're misfiring, and you know, we'll see that one where we've got the young man wide open up the sideline, and I think that was another freshman out there on that series. Not sure which one it was running down the sideline there, but Alejandro comes on, and another really good punt. I'm telling you, that was the best part of the night for us. That was a real pleasant surprise. Aaron Kelly gets down there and downs the ball, and we've pushed them way back. Got to make that tackle. You got him. You just got to tackle him. You got to get up and go after him again. You can't sit there and try to figure out. I mean, I hope we learn from this tape, because, you know, there's just not enough get up, go, 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 no matter what. I'm going to fight and battle. They come back, run the inside play right there, and Leo Garrison does not give up. He at least. And they call us for a horse collar there, and I really...
He had his jersey.
He had his jersey. He didn't have padding, and I want to go back to the office this morning and look that up and see if it has to have the padding or whether it's just the fact of grabbing somebody that high from behind.
Now, Leo Garrison, what age is he?
Leo's a junior.
Well, he showed a little burst of speed right there.
Leo's got some athletic ability.
There goes the second hit.
And so anyway, he's a great young man. He just has to learn this game. And Jay Coop gets the interception. Good by the defense, because they're trying to score.
Yes,
I mean, that's their front line people trying to put one more in there, and good job by the defense. We gave up a huge play, but, you know, we didn't give up, and that's something that we used to preach all the time. We still preach it, but Ronnie Dyer, you know, used to always preach that. You know, hey, you know, get the tackle, get them back down, make them play another play. You never know what's going to happen on the next play.
And that's what you were talking about a minute ago. You see a lot of times where a guy will miss a tackle and get up and follow the play downfield, and when that running back gets pinned up and has to cut back again, that same guy that missed him makes that tackle downfield. But you can't make that tackle when you're laying on your back in the backfield.
That's correct.
So you got to get up and go after those guys, just like we're going to get up and go after this commercial break, and we'll be back with the fourth quarter.
Trucks, trucks, and more trucks. Russell Barnett Ford of Tullahoma and Winchester is your home for both new and pre-owned trucks. We have a huge selection of over 200 trucks to choose from. Check us out on the web at russellbarnett.com and view our great selection. We are your truck headquarters, and we want to be your one-stop shop. That's Russell Barnett Ford of Tullahoma and Winchester, your truck headquarters. Trucks, trucks, and more trucks. Why buy anywhere else?
Are your teeth dull, chipped, stained, or crooked? If so, call the dental practice of Dr. Mike Long. For a wider, brighter, more attractive smile, Dr. Long offers cosmetic dentistry at its best through whitening, bonding, and veneers. Dr. Long also uses laser technology, eliminating anesthesia and drilling. When you are ready to enhance your smile, call Dr. Mike Long, Family Practice Dentistry for 29 years.
If you're looking for fuel, food, or fun, don't forget the Dameron Brothers stores. The Shortstop has fuel, food, and beverages. The Liquor Locker carries all of your favorite brands of wines and spirits. It has party supplies, beverages, and the area's best selection of premium cigars. So for all your party needs, Jeff and Jay say, come on by, and thank you for the support of our businesses.
It's time for every family and business in Tullahoma to go green and recycle. Tullahoma Public Works makes it simple and easy to recycle. Just place your recyclable materials, paper, plastic, aluminum, and cardboard beside your garbage container on the same day your garbage is picked up. Your recycled materials don't have to be in a fancy container. Recycling is not only the right thing to do, it makes sense. Recycling pays. Paying to bury our garbage costs each of us. Please do your part. Let's go green, Tullahoma, and recycle.
The third quarter went fast. As you can see, there were not very many plays in it with that running clock. But
they didn't score.
They did not score. You know, offensively, we'd like to try to get something going here, but it's not going to happen on this series. And we got a little too anxious there. And hunt team's out, and we had a cramping situation, so we're trying to get lined up. We'll take a timeout here, and now let's line it up like we're supposed to, and from the get-go, and let's go do it. And that's what we'll do. We're punting the ball from about our own 16, 17 yard line, and this one comes to an end. We've at least got them back out to their side of the 50-yard line. So, you know, speed sweep, we're in good situation, and we just, you know, we can't run to close it off. So we'll give them 3 yards on the play and make it 2nd and 7. Now, Coffee County does have their second team in, right, in junior varsity. We'll sub out some of ours as we go through the next couple of minutes of play as well. Got to make those tackles. You know, Leo, number 33 there, had a hold on him, wouldn't turn him loose, so at least he hung on to him.
He looks like a pretty good sized lad.
He's a good looking young man. And, I don't know, he cramped or something after that play. I know that he had to take himself out of the game. And
there's a
good tackle there.
Good job.
If we tackle like that all the time, our defense will be greatly improved.
I saw Mikey Lett walking on the sidelines last night.
Yes.
And I bet you wish you were out there.
I wish he was out there. Yeah. We are going to stiffen up right here after this right here, but we're just, you know, we're not looking like very much of a football team at this point in time. They get called for a holding there, and so it'll back it back up.
It's a good job.
Ahmad Taylor there. Fourth down and forever right here.
Another good job.
David Gagnier maybe on that one. So we hold them, take over here, and
pretty good field position.
Get a couple of yards there, and I think that was Austin, I believe. And we're going to throw the ball to Jay Coop here, and Jay makes a good move and gets the first down. And we're going to come back, we're going to hit Emmanuel Williams here on a slant route. And he makes a good move and is able
good catch, too.
Outrun them to the end zone.
All right.
So we get out of a shutout situation, and Chase Fowler puts it through, and we score with 4 seconds to go. And we have to kick off to them, and so the game will end with a kickoff here as Chase just squibs it down the field, and they have a hard time picking it up. And so that's where it ends, right there. And you know, comes to an end, and
with a flag in the air.
Yeah, you know, you just can't do certain things, and I was glad to see that it didn't escalate, because it looked like it was on the escalate, and you know, the student sections from both sides were ready to come to the field, and I understand they were announcing for everybody not to come onto the field until they were going to do it, let people on the field after the two teams had shook hands and all. But anyway, I saw students coming out on the field, and I'm thinking this is not good. But they listened, and as people were telling them, no, go back, our students did go back, and their students didn't come on the field to celebrate their victory of winning the coffee pot until after the two teams had already separated. Yeah. That's the way it ought to be.
Well, Coach, next week we're on our way to Franklin County.
Go to Winchester, and they lost their football game last night to Marshall County.
48 to 28.
60 to 15, I believe.
60 to 15. Who was 48 to 28?
And
somebody. Oh, that was Fayetteville got beat.
The you know, the biggest thing is you know, both of us are coming off pretty big defeats, and you know, how we're going to respond this week.
They have a new coach this year.
They do. Coach Smith is Scott Smith's head coach there in Franklin County, and they've got a very talented sophomore crew and a talented junior crew that we've watched for the last 2 years on their freshman level be really dominant, and they've had a couple of injuries. I know that they've lost a really important kid on their football team. They
still running the wing tee?
No, they're out of the wing tee.
Thank goodness. We've always had a hard time. Everybody has a hard time with that formation, seems like.
Unless you have really good athletes.
Right.
And all of a sudden that formation gets you in trouble, because, you know, this is like years ago, we went and played Cleveland and took a beating from them, you know, and so Coach Dyer and I are sitting down at Vanderbilt, where the state championships used to be, and we're sitting there, and I said, let's watch, they're getting ready, Cleveland and Brownsville getting ready to play each other, and I said, let's really pay attention to what Brownsville's doing here, Haywood County, and see if we can figure out some things on playing against this wing tee. And score ended up 7-0, if I remember right, okay?
Cleveland's going to
win the game 7-0, but About midway through the third quarter, Dyer looks over at me and he says, he punches me on the shoulder there and he says, I've got it figured out. He says, if you'll give me that one, that one, that one, and that one, I can shut this wing tee down.
There you go. And, about 4 or 5 men to make it happen.
And the biggest drawback to the wing tee is that once you are matched up against somebody that has those caliber kids, or if you fall behind, it's a hard offense
to catch up.
Now, wing tee's also really good if you got really good athletes too. You know, right. Hillsboro has made a living on it there 10 years ago.
Right.
With really, really good athletes.
Big,
well, they were
fast,
big,
strong.
they were fast,
Yeah.
and you know, so offenses are all designed to score every time if you draw it on the board and everybody does exactly what they're supposed to do.
That's right.
The thing is that trying to get 11 players to do exactly what they're supposed to do and win those 11 individual battles, whether that's me carrying out a fake or whether it's me blocking.
Right.
You know, so
that's the game of football. That's why we love it so much. You never know how it's going to turn out. And, you know, we've got a start to this season. It's not exactly the start that we would have wanted to have, but it's Tullahoma football. It's always fun. This gentleman sitting next to me finds a way to make it exciting for all of us in the stands. And more important than that, he finds a way to teach the young men around him how to live and how to have a good life and how to fight through adversity and come out on the winning side. And we appreciate that out of you, sir.
Well, thank you.
And what we'll do right now is we'll say goodbye. We'll see you in Winchester next week for Tullahoma Wildcat football, and then back here tonight at 6:30 and 8:30, and tomorrow at 3. So see you next time, folks. Go Cats.